All right, everybody. Good morning. Good afternoon. Appreciate you guys watching. We're going to change this valve real quick. And this is a tester. It actually gas detector. So what we'll do is check it right now. I have already loosened this valve. We have to change it. Here's the tools I'm using. So this is a sniffer from, you could buy it at Home Depot, right? And this pipe wrench here, you always want to have something holding your pipe in the wall because you don't want to twist it somewhere in the wall causing a leak. But here we go. So we got this, and we got the pipe ready. I mean the valve ready, and we got this connector. It comes in with the hose, and it goes right here. This is the gas valve on the stove. It's a 1/2 inch pipe thread. So I'm gonna put that in there. I've already got it. Um, I've got the Teflon tape, and I'm using this white one. It's for natural gas for other stuff. There's a yellow one, but this one seems to be the one that the industry is using right now. Cut a small hole on the tip, and I applied that nice and even. If you look, because when I pull this valve off, the gas is off outside. Make sure you always do that on your gas meter. But look, like you can't see no brass in there, and that's what you want. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to cover up that hole where the gas passes through. So I got this ready. So as soon as I pull this off, just in case, as soon as I put this out, then I can put that valve back in, and then this one obviously, and we're going to tighten it, and we're just going to hand tighten it, and then use the these channel locks are good because they're not the round kind. They actually used on threads like this. So it works real good. Normally I use a crescent wrench, but this works too. So let's go look at it and see what we got here. So as soon as I pull this off, I'm going to use that sniffer to see if there's any gas. There's normally, looks like there is pressure in here. So I'm going to set this down and swap them. It might be just residual from the pipes. It's got 25 pound PSI in there, and pressure per square inch. So it's not a lot, but it's still enough to cause some issues if you're not careful. So what we'll do, all right, you can see it here, I think. So I'm going to pull this off and put this on. But let's see. Let's look at our sniffer. Yeah. You see that? It smells gas. It's got some residual. Okay. What I'm going to do quickly, I'm going to drop this and put this one on. All right, guys. So while I'm here, I'm going to shut this down, and I'm going to use some more of this pipe thread. I'm using a key. If the gas is on, I don't recommend you guys changing this with the gas on. There's just residual in the pipe, so you'll smell some of it. Notice my detector has stopped. So I'm going to just add more for safety because that's just a good thing to do. So here we go. I'm using a key, a small key, or a brush, whatever you got. Alrighty, put a little bit on the bottom. Nice. So see the valve when it's like that, basically, and I'll show you in a little bit. But when it's like that, it's closed. When this part is in line with this, then it's open. So let's go here. We got this. Now I'm going to turn it. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning here. Move some of this paint from around it. Over time, people put stuff on these things. So I just want to give it some more threads. So now, see all that junk that fell off of it? Now it'll let this thing be more, when I tighten it, it should tighten up. But let's see here. Let me give it some more. Alrighty then. Now we can tighten it. So I'm going to take my thingy here. Gotta have some of this. Gotta tighten it by hand. All right. All right, let's see. Sniffer. Thank you. Gracias. It's clean. See it? Y'all see that? Clean. All right, that means there's no gas pushing out. So we got that. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pipe ready. Even though it looks like there's no leak, I'm gonna tighten my pipe wrench. Let's see. I'm gonna tighten it up on this. So just get it there, and then I'm gonna do this number here. So I'm gonna take this off. Right now, righty-tighty and lefty-loosey. You know what that means, right? If you don't, a righty-tighty means you're tightening it to the right. Lefty-loosey means you're loosening it to the left. So I'm going to use this here because it's skinnier. Okay, I'm going to get my, it's important you got a good grip on it. So I'm going to get this here. Actually, I can adjust these. That's what I like about them. Okay, so these will let me adjust it so I can get the right. Okay, there we go. Because I want to be able to have enough strength in here when I tighten it. But, so we're going this way. That stays. I'm just holding on the back, on the pipe wrench, I'm just holding resistance so it doesn't turn. On this, I'm coming up. Once you feel it nice and tight, do one more turn. Notice this thing's not moving. I'm going to go one more turn around, just to hit that thing up to the top. If you tighten it too much, the brass can crack and you can have a leak. So we're going to test it. I'm going to leave it like that. I like it like that. Nice and tight. We're going to do the test again. There it is. The old pipe. Alrighty. So here we go. We'll do that. Let's start it from the beginning because it has to be adjusted. Okay. I'm going to turn that sucker on. It's red, green. Okay, now look. Here we go. It's green. You hear it? There it is, guys. So hold it here until it shows that it's shut off completely. So, see, as we get up here, it doesn't run, but we're gonna get here. See, now here it still detects it. Look. No more smell. So let's turn it off and turn it back on. It's green. Nothing here. This sniffer is right here. See that? Those little dots? That's what it does. Okay? So there you go. It usually comes with a cap on it. There. So it just goes in like that. I'm going to take it, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and do the this little thing here on the stove. And then I'm just going to hook it up. I'm going to turn my tester off. Here we go. So that shows you that those things really do work. It tells you where you can smell it if it gets real bad. If you have a leak in your stove, it's pretty accurate, pretty pinpointed. So let's take you here. Let's go to this guy. Now, let's see. Can you see it? I'm not sure if we can see that. Can you see what we're trying to do here? We're going to put this in here. I normally shake it and back it up. I back it up, and to get it in right, I shake it a little bit to catch the thread. See that? See how easy that was? Hand tighten it as much as it'll go in. Okay, now that's good. I'm gonna clean my hand here. I'm going to use my trusty old channel locks. This is a pipe wrench, and these are channel locks. Why? Because they look like a channel. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to look at here. Are we upside down? Yep. Let's turn you right side up. So I'm going to tighten it up. You know what? Let me just, I'll keep you guys up here. I don't have my camera stand, but you get the gist here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it right here. See if you guys can see where I'm at. It's the other way around. All right. And you see the stove there. See what's happening. No worries. All righty. Now, what I'm going to do is use both my hands, clean this thing. And we're going to tighten it up. tightening it. I feel it tight, but I want to give it just a couple more turns till it's snug and it's not breaking. I think with all the stuff that we put on it, the pipe dope, some call it pipe dope, some call it pipe thread. Depends on what language you want to use. All right, so I normally don't put any of this on where the hose goes, but just for the sake of it, I'm just going to add just a thin layer right here. I'm not putting it on the tip of this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm not putting it on the taper. I'm going to put it just on the threads a little bit, just enough to seal these threads. So there we go. Got it. And as the valve goes around, there's just a little bit. Here we go. Now we got this, and we got, let me apply just a little bit on these things here. Here we go. Now I can put a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. And the reason why I don't do it here on the taper is because brass and metal to metal, they have to have that clean connection, metal to metal. Brass is usually soft, and what it does is creates that tight seal. If I put anything between it, this is pipe thread, that's what they call it, or threads. That's why I don't put it there. Other people do it differently. Let me know what you think. Why would you put some, if you would, or if you don't? Do you? Let me know in comments. I appreciate it. This is a slow video of do it yourself, but you have to know what you're doing. You're at your own risk when you do anything that I suggest in my videos. So yeah. So what I'm going to do here, it's already bent like this, and it's cool because it's going to go down and out. So I want first to get the straight connection here. This is pliable. Pliable means you can move it. So I'm going to go like this. And I normally hold it straight. See how this is tapered inside? That tapered means it's going to fit right on there. What I do when I put the hose, or any kind of hose, water hose or anything, I always make sure I hold that in line with my valve. And then I, again, wiggle the back as I turn. Makes it real easy. And then it gives you a good fit, and I push inside. Alrighty then. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my channel locks and see how it fits perfect. I'm going to just tighten it. I'm going to tighten it nice and tight. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this when I turn it down. And I turn it inwards. Then I'm going to come over here. We're going to be here now. Can we see it? Yep. Then I'm going to go just like that. Let me get out of the way and turn. Now, this here is just temporary. What I'm doing So the customer has some gas, but the plumber actually has to come in and open the wall and move that pipe inside the wall so it go lower so it can fit in here. Because right now, it looks like it's just about right there where it hits that backing of this. You got to put it lower. But the old stoves used to be like that where you could fit them in. All right, so let's go back to our situation here. Let's see what we got. Let's go back here. Just like that. Yep, right there. Same thing. I'm turning this over so I can have a better angle on it. I put some there. Let's see, put a little bit more. Now, close my hand. So now, coming over here, same thing. I'm going to turn it because how it was. Now I'm going to go. And here probably should. I'll try to fit it nicely there. And I could even do it like this. See, I'm pushing in with my fingers. I'm coming to me. And then here, while wiggling it, it gets right on the thread. See that? And with the back finger, I can turn it. If you keep wiggling it, it'll go on. Now I can keep this one here and use both my middle finger and the thumb to tighten it. See that? Now it's tight. And I just need to, you got to make sure that it actually does your finger tight as much as you can on those, because if you don't, you've got a problem. You cross thread. Cross thread means you're not thread to thread, and you can have issues. Issues. So, tighten it one more. Nice and snug. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to do this direct down in that direction, and then as I push it in, let me clean up real quick. So, here we go, guys. Thank you for your patience. So now I'm going to turn the gas on, and then we'll see if there's any issues there. So here we go. What I mean by that valve, if it's inline, this is inline, that means the gas is open, right? I'm going to check my connections with the sniffer. You could always use soapy water, but this works better. So here we go. green. Okay, if it's leaking, it'll say it's different. Okay, same thing here. I'm gonna check these. I'm gonna turn this off because they're not ready yet, and the plumber has to come back in. See, there's nothing, no leaks. I'm gonna check inside here. Let's see. Do you smell anything in there, buddy? Nothing. The gas is on, there's no leaks. So I always use this. Let's see, we're upside down again. Now we're right side up. Apologize for that. So we're always checking. All right. Nothing back here. You see the lights green. So we're good. Now let's see. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one. See if it smells. Yeah, the gas is on. There's nothing. The gas has to work its way through the pipe, but there is no leaks. You'd see the leak right away. You'd feel it. So, guys, this is it right here. I got to fold this as I push in. And I'm only going to be able to go in so far. I can't go in all the way. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, I smell it. I'm smelling it now. Let's see. Nope, that was just residual. All right. That's it. Thank you guys for watching again. Appreciate it. Let's do this so we can see everything.